For all who comes to this goofy place, welcome.
What's up, team? Welcome back to the Goofy Scoop. It's your boy Goofy Gray with Jeff and one of our favorite guests, Mike Schwartz is here, everyone.
Mike Wazowski.
I need to do one of those things where my face gets covered.
Do you get that a lot?
Sometimes, yeah. We did Monsters Inc. for Halloween this year, and everyone was like, "You're gonna be Mike Wazowski?" Nah.
Okay. Oh, wait.
I
who
guess
were
maybe
you?
I missed. I was Sully, so I bought like a big. My Ashley found it on Amazon. It was like a big pajama thing with like a hood that was his face, so that was kind of cool.
Oh, nice. Okay, good.
Nice.
And then she was Boo, and then my dog was Mike Wazowski.
I do feel like I remember seeing Odie as Mike.
It was kind of cool. We bought him a green hoodie and we cut little holes in the hood so his ears could go through. And then she bought like this Halloween decoration from the dollar store that had eyeballs. And we just like pinned the eyeballs to the back, or the one eyeball to like the back of his hoodie. It was kind of nice.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Cool. That's awesome.
And then, Mike, you also, in between season 2 and season 3, you recently have just gone to Disneyland. That was your first time, wasn't it?
First time ever in California. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, first time ever. I had an extended vacation from work, so we went to San Jose. I have a friend out there that I haven't seen in a while, that both of us haven't seen. And then we drove down the coast for a couple of days and then ended in Anaheim, and we stayed there for 3 days. And yeah, it was a lot different from Florida. Some things were a lot better. Some things I kind of wished I was in Florida for instead, but it was a cool experience.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like sitting there, I was like, once we get him on the podcast, I gotta ask him about Disneyland. Granted, this is more so of a Disney World focused podcast, but it's Disney related. So I was like, I gotta ask him.
Yeah. Cliff notes of it, the things that I liked the most, characters all the time, everywhere, just wandering around. So I think I tried to take a picture of every character we saw, and in the 3 days they were there, I had to have at least 20 photos of characters that we saw, not waiting in lines, just like wandering around the parks, Disneyland and California Adventure. So I thought that was really cool. We wandering around Avengers Campus, I just saw Shang-Chi, and no one really knows Shang-Chi, but I love the movie. So I was like, oh, it's Shang-Chi, just kind of like talking between the two of us, and he like turned around and said, "Hey, what's up, man?" And we cut it up for a minute, and then I'm like, "Hey, can we take a selfie?" He's like, "Yeah, sure, cool." So that was just like neat interactions like that were happening. Space Mountain and Pirates, so much better in California than in Florida. The Space Mountain's a 2-seater, so one, just you're not as crammed in, but also nice. I got to sit with her, so that was cool. Pirates was it blew me away. It seemed, I don't know how accurate this is, it seemed like it was twice as long, because there's this whole beginning like bayou kind of scene and whatever, and the scale of it was very immersive. So that was pretty cool. Snacks definitely better in Florida.
That's what I like to hear.
California had the churros, and those were cool, but mostly we kind of had a hard time finding where we wanted to go, where we didn't. Also not experts, but there was that. And we also went Veterans Day weekend, which long weekend kicked off the holiday season, and also Dapper Days was that weekend as well. So yeah, which Dapper Days was really cool, but that weekend was just incredibly busy.
Yeah.
So the first day was like kind of overwhelming, but we figured it out, so it was cool.
Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't been to Disneyland since like 2013. So I'm sure there's a lot of new stuff for me to see. I just don't know when I'm actually going to get over there. I want to at some point, but I don't know. And then Gray, you were over there within like the last 6 months, right? With AJ?
2021.
Already 2 years. Oh my God.
Yeah. Time flies fast, Jeff, when you're on a podcast. That's what I heard. Somebody told me that one time. So
We've been around since 2020, so I guess it is kind of true.
A lot longer than you've been around.
yeah.
Mentally,
Podcasting is,
yeah.
yeah, maybe that too.
Anyway, Jeff, you're kind of in charge today. Mike and I basically have no idea what's going on. So can you tell us what's happening?
Yep, which is the best position to be in when it comes to this podcast. This is episode 5. So the nice thing about episode 5 is we're going to be guessing that price. Am I going to be guessing that price? No. This is between Mike. This is between Gray. Whoever gets the most points has bragging rights on what they know price wise, I guess, across Walt Disney World Resort area in Orlando, Florida. So I just have a easy tier, I have a medium tier, and then I have a hard tier. And I even ran this by one of my buddies. He'll probably be on the podcast later in this season as well. Ran it past him, and he did okay in the easy and medium. He was pretty close, I'm not going to lie. But on the hard, he had no idea what to even guess and was off by huge dollar amounts. So keep that in mind.
Pressure's
Keep that in
on.
mind. Yeah. So let's see who gets the bragging rights. I'm going to keep a tally. And I guess let's just jump right into it, right?
Hit it.
So with the first one, we're going to obviously do the easy tier, and we're going to do it with food. It's going to be more so food related, snack related, stuff like that, because I feel like that's pretty common. We look at those boards a lot when it comes to Disney World, right?
Yeah.
So the first one is going to be located at Casey's Corner, and it is a Chipotle barbecue foot-long hot dog, all beef hot dog, and it's topped with pulled pork, coleslaw, and Chipotle barbecue sauce.
So it's a specialty hot dog. Just keeping that in mind.
This is a specialty hot dog, but you also want to think too, it is a hot dog in an amusement park.
Mm-hmm.
So,
who goes first? Jeff, you got to tell us who goes first.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's true.
So, you know what? Let's go. Gray looks more confused and less confident, so I'm gonna make Gray go first.
Of course you are. Quick question: are we doing Price is Right rules, like can't go over, or just closest wins?
Yes. Okay. Actually, thank you for mentioning that. So closest wins.
Okay. Period. Okay. Great.
Because I mean, some of these prices that I have in here are like, okay, bizarre.
Wait, I have a question too. Are we including tax?
Ooh, that changes my answer. If so,
no, that's actually a good thing, because a lot of these, I'm not gonna lie, end in 99 or 79.
Right.
So
yeah, that's I figured.
great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So no tax, no calculating, none of that stuff right now.
Okay, my guess is 1379.
Okay, 1379 for Gray. Mike, what do you have in mind?
1299.
1299 versus 1379. Looks like Gray is going to get the first tally because
1599, isn't it?
It's 1579 for that Chipotle barbecue all beef foot long hot dog topped with pulled pork, coleslaw, and Chipotle barbecue sauce.
It's
so
the
I'm going to
pulled
go
pork
ahead.
that raises the price.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Is that a
Dang.
like a seasonal special, or is that a?
I'm not for sure. That's actually a pretty good question. I'm going to take this as it's probably there all year round. I didn't see anything about all seasonal and stuff like that. And I'm also going to be popping up pictures for people that are watching on YouTube. So if you do want to see what these snacks and images and merchandise, all that stuff, what it looks like, obviously you're going to be able to see it on YouTube if you're listening to us on Spotify right now. So go check us out on YouTube for actual images of what this stuff looks like. But yeah, I didn't see anything about seasonal or anything like that. But yeah, it looks like with that first one, Gray's got the tally, even though he looked very, very unconfident in himself.
I'm really bad at food, let me tell you.
He rope-a-doped it.
So I just kind of had a good guess there.
All right. So we'll go ahead and move on to the second one to see if Mike can have a early comeback. And we're going to take this to Cheshire Cafe. I've never been here, but I've walked past it millions of times. Have either of you guys been there?
Yeah, I think I've gotten a coffee and like their thing is the cattails.
Mm-hmm.
So we got that before once. It was okay.
I've literally never eaten there in my life, so I'm just gonna guess based on prices that I know.
Okay. So it looks like Mike has the upper hand in this situation. So Mike, don't fail me now to make this game
I did
interesting.
last time too. So
Okay, because the funny thing is guess what I picked?
The
Cheshire
Cattail.
cattails.
yeah,
So
yeah. I wish I
Gray,
kept that receipt.
How big is it? Like, is it like the size of a churro? Like, can you give me like a little bit of something?
it's I would say probably about like the size of a churro. I'll go ahead and just like pop it up real quick for people on YouTube, but it kind of just looks like a churro with like purple sauces on there. Like,
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna go $7.95.
okay, $7.95. I don't think Disney has any 95s, but sure.
Well, that's my guess.
Um, changes how. Well, you know what? Whatever. $6.99.
Okay, so Mike is actually going to get a tally in this one. He's $1 closer than you, but still $1 away because they are labeled at $5.99 for a cattail at Cheshire
Dang,
Cafe.
that's a cheap
Steal.
snack. That's a
It's not
cheap
bad.
snack.
I feel like it's also not that filling though, so $5.99 is pretty reasonable for a touristy like amusement park snack. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, it is 1-1 early in the game. Gray did not get any farther away from Mike in the lead. That's what I like to see.
$1,
So,
Bob.
Throwing that in there.
yeah. All right. So with the third one, I'm trying not to go too quick. I don't want too fast of an episode, you know?
I'm
Like
just ready to get it. Like,
I enjoy Mike on these podcasts, so I'm just like I want to have my time with Mikey.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and take this to the Thirsty River Bar. Have you either of you guys been to Thirsty River Bar over
where
by
even is
I've
that?
never even heard of that.
it's over by Mount Everest, like right by Cali River Rapids, Thirsty River Bar.
Okay.
I tried
Nope.
picking places that I was like, okay, I want to pick. Okay, I was like, Casey's, I'm sure we've all been there. Maybe not for a specific thing, but we've all been to Casey's, right? It's on Main Street. All right, Cheshire Cafe, hit or miss, obviously 50-50. And then Thirsty River Bar, I was like, there's no way. I was like, I don't
You
even
would've
think I've
said-
been to Thirsty River Bar.
If you would have said Yak and Yeti, absolutely. But
Yeah.
I've never heard of this river bar.
Same.
Yeah, I'm assuming, I know it's right by Everest, but
It's
it
probably
is.
in between Everest and maybe Cali River Rapids.
I was going to say, I want to say, like, when you will kind of walk past Yak and Yeti, it's that little bar right before you turn left to go to Cali River Rapids and then go right and around the, like where the monkeys, what are they called?
Yeah, they're monkeys in the cage thing.
Yeah, they're like right around that. I think it's that little bar right there. I could be mistaken, but anyway, this one is I know neither of you guys drink, but that's what makes it interesting because adding alcohol to it makes it a little harder to guess a price, right? And it skyrockets the heck out of it.
For sure.
But this one is called a Himalayan Ghost. It has.
Can you tell me what's in it? Thank you.
I am, yeah.
Okay.
Himalayan Ghost, guess.
I don't have a clue what that is.
Okay, so it has snow leopard vodka, guava, and Minute Maid in it. To give you guys an idea. I don't know the measurements or how many shots or whatever of the vodka,
Probably just one. I'm gonna go $17.99.
$17.99. Okay.
Oh no. I'll say $14.99. Sure.
Oh, okay. Mike missed by 1 cent.
Are you
It is-
kidding me?
It is $15 even.
Wow.
And Gray,
really?
you are now in second place after going from first to
man.
tied and now to second
I just
place.
go to Disney and I'm like, things must be at least $30 billion.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, that is the Himalayan Ghost over at the Thirsty River Bar. Snow leopard
should've
vodka,
asked-
guava,
That sounds
and
like
Minute
an
Maid.
intimidating drink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
Kind of sounds like a butt kicker.
I should have asked how big it was because, like, I feel like
That's a
it
good question.
can't be that big for like $15. Like, maybe 10 ounces, 8 ounces. Like,
Yeah.
it's got to be pretty small.
Hey, that means you have to go back and watch the YouTube version of this because it's probably on the screen right now.
Yeah.
If I missed
Yeah,
that
check
opportunity in
below.
editing, I messed up bad. All right, so we'll go ahead and move on. This is Mikey and I's home park. This is where we used to make
Jeez.
magic. But Gray, you also know that you know one of our friends that used to work at this place. So we're gonna go to Epic Eats, and we're gonna keep it pretty simple.
Funnel
It's gonna
cake.
be a funnel cake with cookies and cream and ice cream.
Ooh.
No description
I've
underneath.
gotten
Kind of
one of these before.
self-explanatory.
Mikey, I'm gonna let you go first because I've had the last three,
No,
and I feel
no,
like
you can't skip.
no, but I feel like I might be taking his like chance to get a number. You know?
Maybe. No, no.
True, we can switch. That's fine. I see your point there.
That's
Sissy.
fair. You did three, so maybe we do 3 and 3.
Yeah, that works.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
I'm gonna say, man, I wish I could remember. But also, the last time I would have had that is 2019, so prices probably went up. Uh, you said the one with the cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream and ice cream on it. Yeah, you got like the
Okay.
little 2 Oreos
I'm
made
gonna
to make it
say,
yours.
yeah. I'm gonna say 15.49.
Ooh,
15.49. Okay, interesting.
I was
That's all I'll
not
say
thinking
about
that
that one.
expensive. Okay.
He's like, whoa.
Yikes. Gosh, my price was like way lower than that.
Say it.
Okay,
I'm
so what are you
gonna say-
thinking? So
well,
okay,
my
interesting
original-
because do you notice how Gray will just be like spit a price confidently,
Yeah.
but then after he went after you, he's like, mine was way lower than that. Oh my god.
It kind
What?
of dictates.
My-
Which, for the record, that's not how I was dictating the prices when you went. I had
Yeah.
a price in
Yeah.
my head, and then when
Yeah.
you didn't say it, I was like, okay.
No,
That's fair.
gosh, I was thinking like $9 for the funnel cake, but I'm gonna say, hold on, that's not my official number. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say $11.99.
$11.99 versus yours was $15.99.
15.49.
15.49. Okay. So that looks like Gray is actually going to tie it back up because you guys are going to be a little shocked with this price, I think, because I was too when I wrote it down. I was like, I feel like they're going to overshoot this one. Take a second guess real quick before I say the actual price, knowing that you guys were higher.
$8.
Both were higher. And this is the
Okay.
one with the ice cream?
Yep.
$8.
Okay, so we have one saying 8.
$9.99.
Okay, so you say $8 flat. He says $9.99. It's sitting at $8.49
With the ice cream on it?
with the ice cream and the 2
Is that-
Oreos to make the Mickey
Is the ice
ears.
cream the basic one? Because can't you just get a regular funnel cake there too?
I'm sure you can, but I bet a
Yeah,
regular
you-
funnel cake is like $5. Like it's got like $6 tops.
Yeah.
Because I can't remember the last time I was there, obviously. But there was you could get a normal one for a certain price, and then they had like medium ones that had stuff on them, like ice cream, whatever. That was
Yeah.
like a middle of the road price, and then they would have like one extravagant one that was more expensive.
Mhm.
And I thought that was the more extravagant because it had the cookies and the ice cream.
Oh yeah. Well, see what I remember because
$8.99?
what is it?
That's $8.99.
$8.49.
$8.49.
That's cheap.
It's not a bad price.
That's crazy, right?
Not a bad price.
Yeah, but I just remember it being a funnel cake, whipped cream, ice cream, cookies and cream, like crumbles, Oreo crumbles, basically.
Right.
And then 2 Oreos to make the ears. So
I'm gonna have to get one of those next time I'm at the park.
That's a good snack.
They're good.
I mean,
Mhm.
that's great.
Yeah, I went one time. I went one time to go get a funnel cake there, and I was hoping to like visit Miranda and see her at her workplace because I never saw her at Dockside Diner or Epic Eats. Yeah, I mean, I would see her from a distance when I was like running an errand with like an ECV or whatnot, but
Yeah.
I never like was able to catch her at work because we were always working the same hours.
Yeah.
But that's when I got my one funnel cake that I got, and it's funny that you and I got the same funnel cake, Mikey.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's also funny that all of Disney World is ran by college kids at nighttime.
Oh yeah, it's like I
True.
remember seeing a post about that. It's like little do they know that after
Right.
5 p.m. you're basically getting told what to do by a bunch of 18 through 22-year-olds.
Right.
Except for when Jeff was at Disney, he was like 35 or something. So
That's 34. No. Okay,
was
for
weird
people
that
that
I was-
actually took that serious, I was 24.
Yeah. Same. I turned 25 when I was there. And
Yeah.
it was funny that like there were a couple of my bosses that I was like older than by a few years.
Mhm.
and I had just come home from my second deployment before I went there. So I got like these kids telling me, what to do and whatever, which I guess I'm used to being bossed around, but it was just kind of funny.
Yeah, it was like bossed around in a way total different situation,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. I always tell people that working for Disney and working for the military is like incredibly similar, except in the military they're really mean to you, and at Disney they're the same exact way, but just really nice.
Yeah.
So it's very accurate. It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm glad that I was actually one of the older ones. I know a bunch of people like Greg give me crap, but like me personally, if I would have went to the DCP at like 21, 22, I did a lot of maturing just through like certain life situations going through like my 23rd year and half of my 24th year. There's Gray celebrating my triumphs.
I was doing air quotes and then balloons pop up on the screen.
You didn't do that on purpose?
No.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
But yeah, going into because I turned 24 like a month into being into the DCP, and I just felt like as a 24-year-old, I handled it way better than what I would have at 20 or 21 years old. So, Greg,
Sure.
give me crap all you want.
I will.
Okay. All right. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and switch over. That was the easy tier. We'll go ahead and switch over to the medium tier, which is interesting because we are tied at 2-2 after the easy tier. So we're basically going into it 0-0. So let's see,
go.
because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So somebody's leaving the medium tier one ahead.
Oh, man, hopefully.
All right.
Hopefully, or my system's broken.
Well, or someone's just like taking it.
Or we just guess the exact same number.
Yeah, if you guys guess right on and you guys both get it, okay, then that's how you broke my system. I'll give
It's
it to
not
you.
gonna happen, but okay.
But this medium level is going to be merch and souvenir for this next
right.
tier.
Let's hit it.
So we'll just jump right straight into it. First one is going to be a Walt Disney and Mickey Magic Band Plus for the Disney 100th limited time offer Magic Band. Limited time offer, Walt Disney and Mickey, Disney's 100 Magic Band interactive Magic Band Plus.
$39.99.
I like how he leaned in for that. That was perfect.
I would just like to say before I give my guess, Mikey like worked in merchandise. Like this isn't really fair.
Hey, you could have a better guess than him.
Probably not.
True.
Okay, but here's the thing, Gray. Do you have an interactive Magic Band Plus?
Yes.
Okay. So you purchased one and kind of relatively know the price of a Magic Band Plus. Mikey, do you have a Magic Band Plus?
Yes.
Okay. So
I bought one while I was in Disneyland.
Yeah, exactly.
He bought one like last week. That's
so
not
now,
even fair.
if I guess the wrong number, then what does that say about me? But a lot of times you just grab something and you're just like, you know what? I want this. Who cares how much
That's true.
it is?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. There's so many times at Disney where they're like, all right, that'll be blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, here's my card. I don't care.
Whatever. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mikey guessed $39.99. I'm going to guess $36.99.
Okay. Ooh. So with that being said, Mikey is now going to get
it.
Yep, Mikey is now at 3 tallies.
What's the price?
Going to be. So the price is going to be, guys, this is a little absurd for Magic Band for me personally.
Probably more than $39.99, eh?
Yeah, 42.
Oh yeah. It's $54.99.
$55.
Let me just say, at least at Disneyland, having the Magic Band was useless. It was completely useless.
Oh, really?
The only thing that we used the Magic Band for was we had Genie Plus because I got tickets through the military and it was cheaper. And that's the only thing we could use the Magic Band for. And it randomly would vibrate at times. But like when we did web slingers while we were in line, it was like blinking red and blue. But other than that, your tickets are not linked to it. So you still have to use your phone to scan into the park. Oh, and you could use it for
What?
PhotoPass. You could use it for PhotoPass. So if you did PhotoPass, they would scan your thing, and then if you did Genie Plus, you could scan your Magic Band. Other than that, it did absolutely nothing. It was not worth it.
Interesting. Very
Okay, yeah,
interesting.
that's weird because in all
Mhm.
honesty, right? When we had our why did I just have a brain fart on this? What was it called with our main gate?
Our
There it is, right?
reunion.
Mhm.
Oh, the main gate
No,
pass. Yeah,
we
I don't
need
know
a
what you're talking about.
reunion though. But no,
We
when we had our
really?
main gate, I never wore a magic band.
Oh,
I
I
just
did. I
I
wore
had it
one
on the
every
card
time.
I
and I
loved
had it
wearing
in
a
my
Magic Band.
wallet.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I
I
never
loved
wore a
wearing
magic
it.
band.
It was so easy to just like, oh, I'm gonna keep this in my car, and then every time I went to the park, I would just put it on. Then I
Hmm.
wouldn't have to pull out my wallet all the time. It was just like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, but the only time I
Yeah.
ever pulled out my wallet, at least for like rides and stuff, was to get in, and then for a fast pass if I had one. But on the DTP, the only time I ever got a fast pass was when my sister would go to the park with me, and she would get us fast passes.
See, I use fast passes all the time.
Yeah, I never
Same.
did.
But yeah, you couldn't. And when you get ride photos, is another knock on California is you don't. There's not a touch thing there for you to because normally like you scan your Magic Band and it'll
Yeah,
upload the photo. You
Yeah,
had to. There was a code under your photo, and you had to input that code into the app on your phone to get the photos from the ride.
that's just the old system. That's the old
Mhm.
system because that's how it was before Magic Bands came out in World too.
that's annoying.
Right. Yeah. So
Yeah,
they just don't use them there, and I guess it makes sense because the parks are smaller and it's like just the parks. It's not an entire
yeah,
county. So I
yeah.
guess it makes sense. But
Yeah, wow. Okay, interesting. It's crazy,
I
like
love
what you can
Magic Band too.
remember.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a big Magic Man guy. Also, I'm
mhm.
really mad because I was originally gonna guess 42 something, and then Mikey said 39.99. I just gotta do my own number.
The limited edition is what increased the price. And I'm a sucker for
Yeah,
limited edition stuff too.
Yeah. Well,
Like the
here's the thing
pins.
is,
And
dang.
yeah, you had a double whammy on that. You had a Walt Disney and Mickey Disney 100, which it's
right,
not just, it's not like, oh, well, okay, well, we'll just keep selling this. It's a limited time. Like when they're out, they're
Yeah,
out. So you had like a
right,
double
right.
whammy on that. So 54.99. Would
dang.
I buy it? No.
I I wouldn't buy that.
But there's a lot of people that would.
And I think the Magic Band Plus, not to deviate too much, I'm not a fan of the lighting up and the vibrating and stuff. I think it's too distracting. And when you're out, a friend of mine who I don't think I might have been to Disney World once since Magic Band Plus, but I did not have Magic Band Plus at the time.
Mhm.
But he said, one of my buddies that works down there still was saying when it like first came out, everybody was during all the shows, like had their hand out like this to record. So not only are you getting the phone in the way of your view, but also this person's hand up in the air. So
Yeah, that's just
it's just
annoying.
distracting. There's again a story for another day, but there's too much with the apps and stuff right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't Granted, I like to record stuff. I love to record stuff, but it's like,
Yeah, me too. But also, you know, kind of got to be smart and
Yeah,
have
I
some good
agree.
situational awareness.
Yeah,
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 I feel that for sure.
yeah.
But yeah, 54.99. Mike
Mhm.
is ahead with 3, Gray's down with 2.
That's okay. I'm gonna get it.
It
Don't
feels
worry. I'm coming
dirty.
back.
It
This
You
is
gonna
a
feels
get this?
treat.
dirty.
All right.
I'm just
Well,
letting Mike feel safe, and then I'm gonna
Yep,
just
it's a
crush
con.
him.
got him
It's
That's
a
right where I
con.
want him. All right. So the next one is going to be Kylo Ren's hilt.
his what?
His hilt.
What is that?
It's like
Part
a
of the
it's like a
lightsaber,
lightsaber handle.
yeah, that you hold.
You easily
Oh
just showed
man,
Mike that you have no idea.
I have no
that doesn't
clue.
mean anything though.
I
That
don't.
doesn't
I
mean
don't.
anything
I don't do.
because that would be
I
a
don't like
legacy
Star
lightsaber, right?
Wars. I don't. I don't know anything. Okay, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna say, oh man, I don't know. Because because here's the thing, when you build it, they said that building them is sometimes more expensive than just buying a regular lightsaber. But if it's
Mhm.
Kylo Ren's lightsaber, that's going to be more expensive than building it. I'm gonna say 219.99.
219.99. All
Wait,
right.
is this
Yes,
for the
sir.
whole lightsaber or just the handle part of the lightsaber? Because I thought the whole lightsaber was like $200.
This is just for the
Mhm.
hilt. Kylo
Oh,
Ren's hilt.
you know what?
Were
I
you
stand
confused
by it.
by
I already
that?
said it. No, I already said it. Just leave it out there.
Are you sure you don't want to change it? Because you were
Uh,
misinformed by me.
$1, Bob.
um, nah, I'm just gonna keep it. I
Keep
don't know
it.
because I truthfully have no idea.
Okay.
I know building a lightsaber is $200, but well, now it's a little bit
Yeah,
more.
Dude,
So,
building one's
but
like
like
almost
approximately.
300.
but
What?
the
It's gone
experience,
up.
let me tell you, I did the experience. My now fiance girlfriend at the time visited me when we were down there, and
Mhm.
we did the building the lightsaber experience. The lightsaber collects dust in the corner of my room right now, and it has since I brought it home. But the
Yeah.
experience of building it was amazing. I would pay for that in and of
Yeah.
itself. It was so cool. I could take on
Interesting.
the world after doing that. The entire world with that plastic lightsaber.
And I paid to do it.
Yeah, exactly. I need that pep talk once a week.
Okay. Gosh, I have no idea. The hilt is like the handle thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which
thank
I
you.
didn't even know they sold just that. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 67.85.
whoa, we got
67.85.
two extremes going on
I
here.
have no idea.
Okay.
I have
So
no
You're gonna have to
idea.
do math.
I am gonna have to do math on
Gotta
this
pay it
one
right
because
now.
it's like
Honestly, we're
dang
both
near
probably
the
gonna be
middle.
like the exact amount
There
away.
might,
Like
yeah,
what it
difference.
is.
Okay. Okay. You guys. Okay. So Mikey, what was your price?
219.99.
219.99 minus. Let me take a look.
Pause. Yeah. We'll have to look up the whole thing and see what the difference in price is between
Okay.
just the hilt and then buying the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know you could just buy the hilt. I thought you had to buy. Because I used to see people all the time with the big box that held the whole thing in it, and it would say
Yeah.
like Luke Skywalker or Kylo
Yeah.
Ren or Darth Vader or whatever.
I
Yeah.
think they changed it and was able just to sell. I could be wrong, so don't quote me, but I think they made just hilt like purchases possible once they had like the blade that
Right.
could go in
And you
and
could
out.
swap
Yeah.
it. Mhm. That makes sense.
All right. So with this being said, holy crap. Okay.
It's like
What's the
world
actual
difference.
price? And then tell us who won. Who
Okay.
got the
So the
point.
actual price is 139.99.
Oh
I feel like we're
man, so
both like, I
it's
think,
close. I feel like Gray's probably closer though,
see,
but
I
I
think
don't
you're
know.
closer.
So
You
that's the
You're
funny
less
said
than
thing
$100.
is
right.
because he said Mike was like 209.99 and I
Two
was like
nineteen.
or 219.99.
Yeah.
That's what I put him.
Okay. All
And
right.
then
Just making sure.
yeah, for sure. And then Gray was like 67.99 and I
I
was
don't
like
know. I mean, for like a handle to a
they're in the
lightsaber,
middle.
I don't know.
Okay, so
What is
I'm
it?
not even Gray was closer by $8.
Yeah!
Mikey, you were
Worth it.
away with $80 away, and Gray was
Uh,
a $72 away.
Nice.
it was still pretty close to right in the middle. That's
That
funny.
is,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's
funny that
awesome.
it was so polar.
Right.
And then I was like,
That's
as soon as you guys said
hilarious.
your prices, I was like, I got to do math.
I have no idea. I like literally, I have no idea. Okay, what's next?
That's not bad though, Gray. I mean, you know what? I'm
Thank
not gonna say
you.
that. That was bad. 67.
It was bad on both ends though.
This
It
is
was
like your
just a handle. If I was walking in somewhere and a handle was more than $67, absolutely not.
yeah. Well, you
I
What
gotta
if
mean,
you
think
had a
though.
Star Wars tattoo though, and it was your whole life? Right? Like,
yeah,
maybe.
see,
Yeah.
I don't like Star Wars, so really like
Mhm.
me, I'm like $5. Nah, I'm
I don't
good.
even know
Exactly.
all the tattoos that Mikey had. Do you have a
He
Star
has
Wars
so
tattoo?
many tattoos.
No, not yet.
No. I know you have a tower tattoo. I love that tower tattoo.
I got a lot of comments on that in California. People, we did the Guardians of the Galaxy, which Tower of Terror, one of my favorite rides. So I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about the. It was amazing. It was so cool, and it made sense. It didn't feel forced. Like the experience was very cool. Now, granted, I never
Yeah.
did Tower of Terror there, so like
Uh-huh.
if they were gonna change it in Florida, I'd probably be like, yeah, don't do that. But coming in fresh, I thought it was very cool. And the
Nice.
story, like it told the story and you knew what was going on when you were going in the ride and everything like that. So overall, I think they did it justice.
Nice.
But
Okay.
anyway, so the reason that I brought that up was because the guy, the cast member that put us in the ride vehicle and everything,
Hmm.
he had made a comment and said, "Yeah, I've been here since the ride opened up back in whatever year." And he's like, "I was sad to see it go, but this is also, this is very cool. It's the same system." I was like, "No, I thought this was great too,"
Yeah.
and talked to him for a minute. It was nice.
Yeah. I've yet to be on that ride. I'm not a huge fan of Guardians in general. Cosmic
Oh,
Rewind
I
was
love the
really
Guardians.
good, but I have
Hmm.
yet to go to the Guardians ride, whatever the Guardians ride is called in Disney's
It's
California
called
Adventure. But
Mission Breakout, I think.
Yeah, Mission Breakout.
yeah.
That's right.
As soon as
Mhm.
you said it, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
But yeah.
the whole Avengers campus too. Before I step off the podium, the whole Avengers campus, I think, got too much hate. We went there and had a great time.
I agree.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I have yet to see
Yeah,
that too. I want to go see it really bad.
it
It's really
definitely
good.
does need that third ride. It's similar to Galaxy's Edge. Galaxy's Edge has two rides, and then you just kind of walk around. At least in California with the Avengers campus, they have characters all the time wandering around.
Yeah.
Hidden Test
Yeah.
Kitchen was awesome.
Yep.
Walking through the sanctuary was really cool. We didn't see the magic show, but we got to see the I don't know what the show was called, but we were eating breakfast at the test kitchen, and then the Dora Milaje like walked out and like the music was playing, and they came out and they were doing the stick thing, and that was pretty cool. I'm like, oh, something about to go down. This is crazy. So the hate on the internet, I don't, you know,
Yeah. The internet will be the internet, right?
Awesome.
true.
All right. So go ahead. We'll go ahead and move on. And the next one, make sure I tallied gray. I did not tally gray. So
Rude.
3-3. 3-3. Moving on. All right. So the next one is going to be a Mickey Mouse holiday plush from 2023. So this year. And it's medium sized, 15 inches. Did you ever do a lot of stocking and stuff when you were in Five and Dime and Mickey's of Hollywood?
I tried not to.
I tried not to
Um,
at first until I got one. And then once I got a stocking shift, I was like, this is all I want in the world.
oh no, this you mean the actual shifts like overnight?
No, not Heart of House. Heart of House
Oh,
wasn't bad,
okay.
even though that was like a heck of a sleep schedule change. But
Mhm.
I'm like talking like during our 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. chaos.
Um, yeah, I did. I did do
Yeah.
that. Hmm.
Okay.
But
So you
again,
have,
I, can't remember. But I
yeah.
remember doing that.
So you have no actual idea of what the plushes could cost. You just,
No,
I
yeah,
just want to
this
make
is
sure
gonna
there's
be a
not too
shot.
much of a hand on
No,
or
there's
hands
gonna be
up.
a shot in the dark.
Yeah. Okay. Was that, do you have one more guess before
No,
we switch over to
this
Gray?
is great because we're 3-3 now.
Okay. So Gray, now
Oh
you're
yeah.
going
Okay.
first on this.
All right. As someone who bought the Halloween plush a couple years ago, I'm going to guess 23.99.
23.99. Okay.
21.99.
What was it? One more time. What was it?
21.99.
Okay, so we have 23.99 and a 21.99. Looks like Gray is going to be back in the lead.
Oh, that
Try
means
and
it was
guess.
over.
Yeah, try and guess one more time what it would
Oh
be.
man.
Is it 24 something?
A little bit higher.
Uh, oh man, 36.99.
It's not that high.
Yeah, you
No,
said a little
it's
bit.
yeah, it's
Is
not
it
that high.
20? Is it 26 something?
It's 26.99.
Killed it.
Yeah,
It's a little
the third
steep.
time you killed it.
Well, I just remember I know they go on sale a lot, like on Shop Disney,
Hmm.
and they're like when they go on sale, they're normally like between $12 and $16. And so I
Mhm.
was like trying to do the math of like what the
Usually
on
like
sale
10
price
bucks
would be.
off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, Mike, you're no longer in the
Hey
lead.
man, it happens.
It happens.
You can't have the world's greatest comeback if you're winning in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean?
That's true.
That's what I say about the
Dang.
Bills every week.
Especially this season.
Oh man, yeah. Story for
Yikes.
another day.
Yikes.
That's a podcast in itself.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll mark that one off and we'll go ahead and move on. This is one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. So, Anne,
Soul.
this happens to be one of my favorite things that women wear
Said
in
soul.
Disney World. So combine those
Whoa.
two,
Okay.
nothing crazy. Let me finish. Trust me.
We'll
It's
see. We'll
a
be the judge of that.
yeah. Everybody else is judging too. All right. It's a Goofy movie lounge fly for the Disney 100.
Oh, okay. That's not what I was expecting.
No,
I
me
love
neither,
I
actually.
love when girls wear the lounge flies.
I
The
think
Mickey
they're
ears and
very.
lounge flies, good look.
I think it's very cool, but like, I think it'd be cool to wear a little bag like that myself, but it
Mhm.
would never. Like the leather straps would be too much for me.
I go fanny pack, to be honest. I have like
Same.
an
Mhm.
oversized fanny pack and it's nice.
And you know what? The last time I was there, I wore it like I don't know what the cool kids are calling it, where you like one strap it around,
Like across
but
your chest.
yep, like a crossbody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was a game changer. At first, it was weird, but it was a game changer. And then I put like my first visit button on there. So,
Yeah. No, it's funny that you did that too, because when I went to Halloween Horror Nights this past season, right? I
mm,
was like, all right, I kind of want to try it because just around my hips is kind of annoying. So I tried it and I was like, this feels like European and like weird as all get out,
uh,
you know? But then after like 30 minutes, I was like, all right, this is a game changer. Like
once you get used to like what you need to do, like there was a couple times where we got to like I'd buy something and then we'd get to like a ride. I'm like, oh, this was unzipped the whole time. That's awesome. I hope my wallet's there. But then once you get used to it, yeah, that's good. Watch a
yeah.
season of Ted Lasso and you won't worry about it.
We love Ted Lasso.
Oh yeah,
I've never seen it.
you're missing out. We just
Hey,
finished
man.
the third season and
It's so
you're
good.
missing out. But anyway,
What what is it on?
bringing it back. It's on Apple
Apple.
TV.
Hmm.
I don't have Apple TV, but I might get it just to watch it.
You probably
Worth
know
it.
someone who has it, you know?
True.
Also true.
If
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, buy it.
Like I do know somebody that has it.
Uh,
I know two people that have
yeah.
it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
Okay,
Gotta go
back to the
anyway.
lounge fly,
Lounge fly. Can you repeat all the
please.
bells and whistles, please?
Yeah, it's a Goofy movie lounge fly. So a lounge fly Goofy
Okay.
movie themed
Mhm.
for the Disney 100.
And what decade was this a part of?
The
90s?
Goofy movie is the 90s.
Killed it. All right.
I believe 1995
That
because
was
that's
just a
when
flex.
Power
Don't let 'em
Lines
fool you.
World. What?
I said that was just a flex. Don't let him fool you.
Okay. I'm gonna guess 70 to 99.
I'll start writing
Close
this
to what
down.
I was. That's close to what I'm gonna say, but not what I was gonna say. Let the record show. 74.99.
Ooh.
Okay, so we have a 72.99 and a 74.99. So, with that being said, Gray said 72.99, Mike said 74.99. Mike
Actual
has
retail
tied
price?
it back up. Mike has
Actual
tied
retail
it.
price? What
Yeah,
is it?
Mike has tied it back up because we're sitting at $88 even.
Oh, that is
that's
high.
Yeah. But I remember the lounge flies, even when I did sell the lounge flies in Mickey's Mickey's of Hollywood, Five and Dime, Keystone Clothers. Like,
They were
unless
like
it was like a special.
$70, right?
Yeah, it was like $75. It was like 75 flat. So I was like, okay, well, with this being a Disney 100, I was like, add $10 easy.
I
At
feel like
least.
prices
yeah.
have gone up though, because like Spirit jerseys
Also,
used to be like
oh man,
$75 and now
Mhm.
they're like almost 90.
Yeah, it's
So-
Surprised
stupid.
you haven't asked about. I was
Spirit
kind of hoping
jerseys?
you were going to ask a price of Spirit jerseys. I'm like, I know this one
Well,
because I
see,
love the Spirit jerseys.
but see, I also knew that you own a couple and Gray owns a couple, and I was
Oh,
like, I
yeah,
feel like that
fair
one's a
enough.
little too easy for the
Mhm.
medium tier
Yeah.
of souvenirs and
I
merch.
forgot
Yeah.
the price went up when we worked there, and because I was tossing around getting a holiday one because I thought they looked cool,
Mhm.
and they were they were so expensive. Just like the normal
Mhm.
ones are $80 pretty much.
I got
And
I got
what
a
was
holiday one from this year.
Mhm.
But I got it like on major sale, so it was like
Nice.
$30.
That's how you
Like,
got to
it
do
was
it. I
like,
got a I got
yeah.
a Stitch one on sale for like $30.
Mhm.
But she was saying she's like, I remember when the price went up when you right after you bought me one when you worked there, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot the price went up then because that was
Yeah.
a big thing. It was around the holidays and people were very upset.
Mhm. Yeah.
And then you had the Baby Yoda one come out, and it was like I
Oh,
showed up to
true.
That
work
one
that
was
day.
huge.
Yeah, I showed up
Mhm.
to work that day. I was like, all right, let's sell some Spirit jerseys. And they're like, what?
They're already
No,
sold
don't
out,
worry.
right?
Yeah, they're like, don't worry about it. And I was like,
Yeah.
you guys sold out of them already? Like what, like an hour or two ago? They're like, no, we sold out of them within the first 30 minutes.
Mhm.
I was like,
That's
what?
wild. Do
Yeah.
do you remember? Sorry, not to, too
No,
much,
you're good.
but do you remember? Because this happened to me personally when the Skyliner opened. They
Mhm.
had these limited edition Skyliner pins that were
Yep.
so cool. They're probably some of the coolest pins in my opinion ever. Where it's literally just the Skyliner and then different characters are riding in it. And it's simple, nothing crazy, but it's very cool. And they were all limited edition and in the random box. And I was at work. I worked like a midday shift. It was like 12 to 6 or something. Very strange. And they were selling out and they were like, yeah, they're limited release. So once they're done, they're done. Which again, bad move because those pins were amazing. But
Yeah.
I had to go to one of our leaders because I went to the coordinator first and they said I had to go to a leader, give them my ID, my blue ID, and my debit card, and they had to buy 2 packs of them for me to get. And then like I bought one of the like last packs in the store. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous, and
I
that was at like 2 p.m.
I really like most of the Skyliner merch. Like I have
Mhm.
an ornament that's like a glass blown like Skyliner that I really like.
Oh, that's cool.
And my first ever Magic Band was the Skyliner too. Like
Mhm.
I wish they had more Skyliner merch because I really liked a lot of it.
Hear
Yeah.
that, Bob?
Iger,
Iger.
not chapstick.
Whatever Bob wants to listen and make a change.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's right. That's
Josh,
It's
right.
gonna
Josh
be
Diamaro, you hear that?
Josh tomorrow.
God. I'm not really that like okay, so when it comes to I'll say something about Spirit Jersey, I'll say something about Skyline, and then we can move on. But I really wanted that Spirit jersey that had the blue sleeve, the pink sleeve, and like yellow at the bottom, and it was like white
Oh,
on the upper
the
abdomen.
top.
Oh
Uh-huh.
yeah.
I wanted that one so bad, but I was so broke on the DCP that I just
Mhm.
couldn't justify
Yeah.
it. I was like, that's like
Yeah.
6 or 7 4 for 4s by the time I get a discount on that thing.
4 for 4.
That's how I always did like my bank account. I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, if I
Yes.
purchase this, that's like 4 or 5 4 for 4s, and I'd rather eat, you know.
I
And then when it
deployed
comes,
like before the sorry, not to cut you off. And
you're
then
good.
so I had a bunch of money in my bank account, literally spent all of it while I was there.
100%.
Yep,
All of
All
it.
of it.
It's crazy.
Yep. Hmm.
yep. And then with the Skyliner, I'm not huge on like transporting myself back and forth or wherever I need to go with the Skyliner. But I do agree. The Skyliner has created a certain amount of merch where I'm like, okay, I'm not huge on it. Think about that. Think about buying bus stop merch. Like, who would wear this, right? Where
But it
it's just
doesn't
like,
Okay.
it's not in the sky.
yeah. But it
But
would
but
almost
but to counter you, what about the monorail?
Monorail
exactly.
merch goes hard.
Monorail merch
Also,
does
Yeah.
go hard.
I would
I have a monorail
100%.
shirt.
Yeah, same actually.
Lost Bros.
Um,
Mhm. Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Yep.
It's a long sleeve. Yeah.
The
And
black one.
it's got it down the sleeve.
Yes.
I wore it
Yeah.
yesterday actually.
I love that shirt.
Amazing.
But also if they had Sasagul Riverboat merch, I would buy that.
Amazing.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, go ahead and let's just do any transportation merch. Make bus stop merch actually. People would probably wear it.
I have a
Sure. I
parking
bet they
tram
would.
t-shirt. I have a parking tram t-shirt also from the Lost Bros, but like it's the same as
Nice.
the monorail.
Oh, is it the one that
I
says like
love
you're
it.
clear for dispatch?
Yeah, yeah. And it says beep
That's
beep
cool.
under it, and then it has the tram on the
Hmm.
sleeve. I
Shout
really
out
like that
Lost
shirt too.
Bros, right? I'm wearing a Lost
Yeah.
Bros
Yes, I
shirt
love
right now,
them.
actually.
Is that wait,
Yes.
what
Mhm.
was that shirt, Mike?
It says "Bury me in my happy place,"
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
which
nice
I
shirt.
finally got to wear at Disneyland, which is pretty cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah. No, I need to buy Lost Bros merch for real. Shout out
I love
Lost
the
Bros. They
Lost
got
Bros. I
really
love
good
them.
merchandise.
They're
Once
amazing.
you start, it's every
It's
time they
bad.
post something, you're just like, "Oh my, this is
It's
amazing! I
bad.
need it." And then
I get the emails like every Monday, and I'm like looking it up
they
every
send you
time.
the on Sundays. Here's your VIP access. You're like,
Yes.
"Oh, I
So
don't
you're like,
need
oh,
Well, they
it."
even have
yeah.
like you're getting so off topic, but it's so worth it.
Sorry.
No, we're good. This is what we're here for. Okay, so the Lost Bros, the genius thing about them is they make merchandise that the people want, but the parks will not make. So
Yeah.
one of their shirts that they have is from the Mummy over in Universal, right? If I can say that word
Amazing
in this
ride.
podcast. Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing ride for real. But they have the one where it's just like a mummy's hand. It's like a little peck pocket, whatever, a frocket. And it has like a mummy's hand with a cup of coffee. And it says, if I only could have gotten my cup of coffee. And it's genius
Amazing.
because they're not going to
Yeah.
have that in the gift shop,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know. Lost Bros just does a really good job.
Yeah, they cater to the people big time. One thing that they do that I personally not dislike, but I don't care for just because I don't fit that mold. However, it's genius because a lot of people are in there. They make a lot of Disney Taylor Swift stuff and combine that because that's all the rate. Like the people that love Disney also probably love Taylor Swift, which I'm not saying I dislike her. I'm just not. It's not my
I
style.
wore
I
the
dislike her. I will say it. I dislike her.
I wore the holiday Taylor Swift Disney shirt yesterday.
Yeah,
The
so
Lost Bros shirt I
exactly.
wore
So and
yesterday.
people love it, eat it up.
Yeah.
They do
Yeah.
some Jonas Brothers ones,
Oh,
but
I have that too.
they also make they just had it
Gray.
on not too long ago. That's what we told you, Jeff. But they have they
Gray, you
made like a
disappointed
Warped
me.
Tour t-shirt. But it was like the drinking around the world and like so that stuff is cool.
I've
And
seen that one. That's in like Metallica font, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
They have a couple
Yeah.
different of those, but yeah.
Yeah, so they
Yeah.
ponder to a lot of different genres, like the pop punk, sort of like more emo or like not hardcore, but like stuff like that. But then also, catering to like the Joe Bros, T Swift,
Yep.
people as well. So
Yeah.
they know what they're doing, and they deserve to make a lot of money.
They're
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure they do. They kill it. So
No, yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, T Swift merch. No, thank you though.
Yeah, just tag them in the video, man. Maybe they'll see it.
Yeah.
They did.
never know.
They did. Sorry, last thing. So I bought because while I was deployed, I was like in my feelings one day. So I'm like, I'm just gonna buy some stuff online, and because that's what we do, retail therapy. And they had a couple sales going, and I bought and I didn't plan this out for anything, but they have a happily ever after shirt that they made, but they put the
Mhm.
logo. It's like a blue one, and they put it on a pillow, and the pillow was on sale along with some other things I bought. So I bought the pillow, and then the night that I proposed to my now fiance, I don't know, I was just like laying in bed, and I was like, or one of us came up with the idea. They're like, wait, like take a picture, like with the ring, with with the pillow and whatever, and I tagged them in it, and they sent me a nice message back. It was cool.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have that
Yeah.
shirt too.
When you first said,
Yeah.
tag them or whatever, I thought you were talking about like Jonas Brothers and T Swift and all
Oh,
them.
no,
Oh, yeah,
no,
tag
That's
Taylor
why I
Swift
man.
down
Tag Lost
below.
yeah,
Bros,
that's
man.
why I kind of
Yeah.
like made the face kind of like,
Mhm.
I don't know. But now
Taylor
that
Swift's
you're talking
gonna
about
love
Lost
this
Bros, yeah,
video.
I'll tag them. Yeah, sure.
Ah, they're cool.
But no, yeah, super cool. Follow them on Instagram and everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But moving on with that $88 lounge fly and now making it a tied game at 4-4. The next one is going to
Is
be
this the last one in the medium section?
in
I think
medium.
there's-
Yep, medium tier. This is the last one.
Let's
Oh,
go.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a mission space patch set. 2 patches.
what patch set? 2 patches, not 4.
2.
Is this still you, or is
It's
this
still
Yeah,
gray.
it's still me. It's still me. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I was thinking.
No, you're good. You're good.
$17.99.
Okay, we got $17.99. I'll go ahead and jot that down just so.
Was that your number?
Forget.
No,
Oh, okay.
no. I'm gonna say $12.99.
Okay, 12.
I'm shooting kind of low. I don't know. We'll see.
$1, Bob.
Patches are hard, right? Like I was looking at it and
That's
I was
not
like, a
something I
patch
look at a
set.
lot. Mhm.
Yeah.
See, I feel like patches could be like $5 too. Like
There
I
are
feel like they
people
could be,
that
like, so
love
cheap.
patches, though.
That's true. That's true.
My dad's one of those. He
Mhm.
loves. He has a hat with all sorts of patches on it. He's like, "This is my favorite hat." And I'm like,
Does he
not
sell
my
them on
look.
there himself, or?
No, he just buys them with a bunch of
Oh,
patches.
okay.
Classic Jeff's dad.
Yeah.
Classic.
Shout out Darren.
Shout
Shout out
out.
Lost Bros. Shout out Darren. All the shout
Shout
outs.
out Darren.
Your dad
But, okay.
also expert on the show. Expert.
Okay. So funny thing is hopefully we can do it by the end of season 3. But he wants to be on an episode with you. He watched the 2 episodes with you, and he's like, dude, I love watching Mike's episodes. Like, I want to get on an episode with Mike, and I want to. Yeah, he's
I'll
like,
just
I
take a
want to
nap
talk
during
about it with
that.
Mike.
I'll just take a nap.
Cut
So
it up.
I just
I'm
won't be
down.
here. It'll just
I'm
be
in.
Jeff and the 2 of you guys.
Why are you going to be out?
I don't know. Just goes. Darren can take my spot.
No,
There you go.
you're going to be
Special
here too,
guest.
bro.
Special guest.
Special guest, Darren.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm sure my dad's probably bored of us 2, Gray. He was probably like,
Okay.
Mike, he knows what he's
I'm
talking
sorry.
about. Gray
You
and
can't
Jeff,
be bored of
boring.
me. I mean, come on. Come on.
I got a bow
Look at this
tie
fun-
on, for
Look
God's
at
sake.
this fun t-shirt I'm wearing. It's
Exactly.
so fun.
All right. So with that being said, the patch set for Mission Space is going to be $15.99.
Ooh, I think I got you by $1.
Yeah, I think you did.
$1. Gray got Mikey by $1.
I had a feeling.
Boom.
Yep.
But
That's
again,
a little-
for 2 patches, I don't know. I don't know the going rate for patches. So
Yeah, me neither.
It's
You would
probably
think I would, but
yeah,
I don't.
probably like $5 in the real world. Disney
Mhm.
just tax on $10.
sure.
Yeah.
All right. So now, with that being said, Gray is ahead by 1 as we go into the hard tier, the last and final tier for the episode 5 on Guess That Price for Disney World. A lot of these. Okay, so let's see. Let me count real quick. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 7 belong to inside the parks. The other 2 are not in the parks.
Oh. All
We
right.
might have,
What?
to
Obviously.
speed around this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
So, with that being said, do we want to speed round it? Because I'll just say what it is. You guys guess. I'll write it down. Then we can come back to it. Is that what you want me to do?
I think speed round, but just like we need to stay on topic. So
Yeah.
It's like-
That's
just
fair.
like let's
Mhm.
hit it.
Right.
Like let's just
Mhm.
go.
That
we'll
is
do
fair.
one by one.
I gotta,
Yeah,
yeah, because
yeah.
I gotta
One by
head to
one.
Denver in like 15 minutes.
Okay, well let's
Um,
go.
Okay, so here's the first one. We have a Small World animatronic doll.
Mike, you're first.
Small World anime, bro.
What?
What?
I had my little evil laugh there. If you're
How was
watching
that
YouTube, I'm
inside the
sorry.
park? Can you even buy that? I'm sorry.
109.99. Yeah, wait, hang on. Wait. Is this
I'm
like
talking
a,
like
a
this
toy
is
that you or
in
the
the
animatronic?
ride.
Like
In
the ones
the
in the
ride.
ride, bruh.
Yeah. He
I
said,
have no
bruh.
idea. That totally changes. The one that's
Jeff-
in the ride, like not one
Yeah.
that I could go buy.
Like an old one that was in the ride and functional animatronic.
Brother.
It was in the. Oh god, this could be like $12 million.
Oh man.
This
You
is
know
why
what?
it's the hard tier, and this is why I'm enjoying it.
I'm gonna say $13,000.
Oh,
Okay, so Mikey's 13 flat.
13,000 flat.
and this
13K?
animatronic was in the ride. It like used to be in the ride.
It is a fully functional animatronic doll. Is from what is how I took it when I did my research.
Wait,
Is
hang
this
on.
on eBay? Like
Hang
what is
on.
this?
Yeah. Hang on.
This is probably some like dark room Club 33 stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mike,
Never
I'll give
mind.
you another
I'm gonna
guess
say,
because I don't know
Let
about
me
this.
let me change things up. I am gonna say. What did I say? I'm gonna say 130,000.
Oh my god,
He just tacked.
that's so much money.
That is zero. Well, 'cause there's big ballers out there like Neil Patrick Harris and John Stamos that love Disney so much, and like Whoopi
That's
Goldberg,
true.
who like
Yeah.
who are like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna put this in my backyard.
That's true. That's true.
He
Ryan
said tack
Seacrest.
is zero.
Ryan Seacrest has a
But, yeah.
Mickey sweater that's Gucci and has it's. I looked it up because I was like, oh, that's a nice sweater. Let me see. It was like $15,000. I'm like, oh my god.
It better be nice.
Okay, so Mikey
Oh
said
my gosh.
$130,000.
Okay, $1, Bob.
Are you saying $1?
No, I'm gonna
Oh.
guess.
I'm
You should
gonna
have.
do
That'd been
math.
awesome.
Hmm.
That'd be easy math for you, Jeff.
I'm gonna go low. I'm gonna say $8,000.
Okay, $8,000.
Man, if you win this one, I'm going to be upset with myself.
Okay, so we have Mikey sit. It went from a speed round to like confused as all get out.
Watch it be like $100. Oh yeah, it's just $100. You can have it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I thought at first. I was like, oh, it's like a toy that someone could buy. Yeah, it's probably like $100.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's the actual thing.
Little do you guys know, it's like the winking hippo.
Oh, I love the hippo.
That
I
thing's
would pay
going
so
for
much
millions.
money. I love that thing.
That thing will be in my backyard. I'll beat
No,
Whoopi and Neil to it.
It's the like broken girl from Hawaii that just like goes really fast.
Really fast.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got to speed this up. Okay, so the Small World animatronic doll is sitting at $41,300.
My God.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
Holy cow.
Wait, so that man, he won.
But
I still
Gray
won that
didn't
one.
win that
But,
one.
like,
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Who's gonna buy that? Oh,
When I
Should've
found
stuck
these,
with
I was
13.
just like, okay, this is a hard tier for sure.
$41,000. Wow. All right, what's
Okay.
next, Jeff?
So the next one is going to be a Main Street USA bench. I'm not for sure if it was Disneyland or Disney World, but it was on Main Street at one of the parks at one time.
Are these? I know what this is.
Brother.
This is people going to Cast Connections in that little back room, and they're buying it for $20, and then they're
It's
selling
only in the
it
back room.
for like thousands of dollars.
Hey, you guys
Or
had that
when you
animatronic back
walk
there?
in, when you walk in and you go to the right, that room to the right that has the
Yes.
furniture and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can ask one of my buddies, AJ, that's been on the podcast about that because we bought one of those TVs from the African.
They're so cheap.
It was $25, but
For a TV.
they said, well, it was a TV with the
With the
stand.
entertainment center, like with the whole
Yeah.
thing. It was like a whole cabinet.
They like bought new ones and updated them. So they put like 5 or 6 of them in that one room to the right that you were talking about. But they were like, all right, you can bring it in, but you can only take the TV and you have to break that wood down and put it in the dumpster. And then AJ was like, oh, I have 30 minutes before I have to go shower and go watch Blue Man Group with somebody. And I was like, okay, that's perfectly fine. That wood was tough as all get out. We had no tools or anything because we're on a college internship. Why would anybody really bring tools, you know?
Yeah.
So he leaves me and I got to do it by myself. So it's just a stupid, funny story because I almost fell in the dumpster with it when I had to like squat and pick it up and try and throw it in there. But
I
Worth
almost
it.
bought a kitchen table for $20. It had the Mickey heads like all the way around it, and I was like, I don't need to be that
Also
guy.
would have been worth it though.
Oh yeah,
just to
absolutely.
have it.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah.
My guess is 25,000.
Okay, so
Going
Mikey
high.
says
Hope
25,000.
I think high.
That's good. That's a good guess. I'm gonna say, based on the other one, I'm gonna say 30,000.
All right, 30K. So Mikey's sitting at 25K and Gray's sitting at 30K for a Main Street USA bench. We're sitting at $31,625.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Out of money.
Mikey, it's fourth quarter, buddy.
No, man. I feel like
Where's that
Josh
comeback?
Allen.
He's got to
Where's that
get
comeback?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 5. Yeah, you're going to have to.
I'm 2023 Josh
if you
Allen.
don't-
Need to be 2021 Josh Allen.
If you don't get this next one right, you have to get all 4 after this, right?
All right, let's
To be able to
go.
win.
Here we go. Let's go. Let's
All
get
right,
it.
next one is a fully functional, at least how I took it, a fully functional Tiki Room bird from the Tiki Room attraction.
Are you kidding me? Where do you buy these things?
We're too broke to even think about it.
20,000.
How much?
20,000.
Mikey, I'm going to help you out a little bit. Guess again.
9,000.
Bro,
Go in the other direction.
He's like, you went the
Yeah,
wrong way.
you went the wrong way.
50,000.
No,
Don't say anything else.
that was my guess.
Damn.
Okay, so Mikey, you said 50K.
Yes, sir.
All right, Gray, what is your guess?
$50,001, Bob.
What is this, a SpongeBob episode?
Amazing.
No, it's a Price is Right.
Price is
Come
Right,
on.
bud.
$50,001. All right, 50
Oh
and
man.
$1. All right, getting roll. This is a hell of an auction here.
I hope it's like 50,000 and 100 or something.
We're sitting at $50,100. Okay, so for the Tiki Room bird, you guys are way off.
Oh man.
And Mikey,
200 grand.
Mikey, you're gonna hate yourself.
It's gonna be like 100 something. Yeah, man.
153,400.
Oh God.
So Gray beat you by $1.
That's because 50 grand was my original guess, and you gave him all those hints. I would have
oh,
won
man.
anyway.
I
Yeah.
gave him a hint and then he went backwards.
Well, I was thinking of the It's a Small World one, and that's why I
Yeah.
went down. I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe I should
Oh
overshot it.
man.
Yeah.
Now I'm
Ooh,
in my head.
that was
Like I
good.
said, 2023 Josh Allen.
That was
Need
good.
to be 2021 Josh
Oh
Allen.
my gosh.
All
All right.
right.
Is it my turn to guess first now?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and let you guess first. Okay, so we have a Pirates of the Caribbean concept art piece, basically. I don't know the dimensions and stuff, but it's just a concept art.
From the original one?
I'm assuming from
Or from-
Disneyland.
Okay.
Oh wow. All right. Gosh. I'm gonna say $47,000.
Okay, so Gray said 47 flat. And
I have no
Mikey,
idea.
Dude, 60,000.
okay, Mikey said $60,000. All right, so for a Pirates of the Caribbean concept art for the original Pirates of the Caribbean, right?
Yep.
For the Disneyland one. 70,800. So Mikey is only behind by 3, but he has 3 left.
Boy.
Win.
No, he can tie.
I was like, oh,
You
yeah,
can't
this
win.
could end in a tie. I'm gonna have to pull something out of my butt.
That's assuming that I win another one.
That's
Mm,
if he gets all
True.
of them.
All right, so let's keep this high intensity stress high system
Let's
going
go.
here. We have vintage. I'm talking old school.
This is
Vintage
ridiculous.
Tomorrowland People Mover carts. 2 of them.
A cart from the People Mover?
The vintage Tomorrowland People
My
Mover.
gosh.
These
That's
were
probably
not
from
the best
Disneyland,
ride
too.
for people watching, apparently, because now they have the modern ones. This is the highest
gosh.
one, by the way.
All right. So it's higher than 100 grand. Okay. I'm gonna go 215,000.
Okay, Grace
Did you
says
say
$215,000.
215, correct?
Yes.
215. All right, so Mikey says 250. Gray is sitting at 215 and Mikey's sitting at 250. We have 215 and 250.
Actual retail price?
For a vintage Tomorrowland People Mover carts, pair of 2, it goes for $441,500.
Oh, wait, it was 2 carts?
2 carts.
Oh.
Yep. So Mikey
Boy.
is behind by 2 with 2 left to guess on.
Oh.
All right.
I should just make this end in a tie. Just because. $1.
Well, my dumb self didn't even make sure that that was like I didn't
odd
even make sure
numbers,
that was like yeah.
You
All
live
right,
and learn.
so you do live and
You
learn.
could have just took one off of the list and not said anything, and we would have
True.
never known.
True.
Now you know that I'm not perfect.
Well,
All
we
right,
already
so-
knew that.
For Ace. Okay. All right, next up on the list for a Space Mountain car. This is Disneyland, by the way. This is a like
Oh,
2
nobody
seater.
wants
They
that.
sit next to each other.
Nobody wants that.
But with that being said, is it Mikey or Gray's turn? I don't remember.
I'm gonna say $130,000.
130K. Mikey is once again going with 130.
In there for some reason.
I'll go 150.
All right, Gray is going $150,000. So it looks like once again, Mikey
No!
is somehow gonna possibly tie this crap, and it's gonna look so rigged. It's unbelievable. Okay. A Space Mountain car goes for $50,000.
That's it. Are you kidding me?
I was surprised by that as well. I was like, okay,
Interesting.
maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I feel like that should be at least six figures, right?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
not. It's not Space Mountain in Disney World, which, in my opinion, I know you both disagree with this, is better. So, got the whoa-wos.
I like
I could understand the
Whoa, 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 whoa.
argument. I preferred. I think it's a preference thing.
Yeah,
My
I
biggest
mean,
thing is I like being able to sit next to somebody and enjoy it side by side. That's my biggest thing.
as a full-time single rider, here.
That's why I think it's preference is if you prefer to
Yeah.
sit next to someone or not, honestly, because they're
Yeah.
both great.
Yeah. All right. For this last one, let's see if
Last
Gray can
one.
win it or Mikey possibly makes it impossible
This is
for
so
me.
stressful.
All right. So the very last one is specifically, this is a VHS tape, but specifically Beauty and the Beast Black Diamond Edition Classic VHS. Never been opened, never been used, still in the wrapping. How much is it going for at auction?
Can you give me the year that this movie came out?
Beauty and the Beast?
I think I can. I'm gonna. Oh
or
man.
or the year of the Black Edition. Can you? I just
I'm gonna
want to
sound like a jamoke if I don't know it. But I think it came out in like 1989.
Beauty
Okay.
and the Beast.
I hope you're right.
It's not.
Black
I hope
Diamond.
I'm right too. It'll
VHS.
make me feel good about myself.
Yeah.
But I think it might have been a little bit later.
Release
I feel like it
date.
was before The Lion King though, which was
Mhm.
94.
94.
So
I do know, or at least I think this is the case, that the show at Hollywood Studios started at the same day that Disney on Broadway show came out, I think.
Oh,
or maybe it was,
okay.
or maybe
That's
it was the
cool.
same day that the movie came out. I can't remember which one because I don't know, it's way back there.
Yeah.
The
Fun fact.
The only thing that I just found on a quick search, not to waste too much time, was 91 through 92.
Okay. That's
Okay.
probably when the Black Edition
Mhm.
was sold. Okay. All right.
Oof.
All right. Mike,
Oh,
do you want to
man.
take the first guess or do
You
you want
got
me to
you
take
got
it?
the lead, so I feel like it's your call.
Okay. All right. I'll take it. All right. Yikes. My guess $5,257.
$5,200 and what?
$57.
57. I was never a good note taker in college, if you couldn't tell.
7,000, Bob.
7,000, Bob.
Mike's about to tie it. It's gonna be 10 something. I
All
swear.
right. So with
I was kind
Beauty
of thinking
and
10, but I was like,
10 wouldn't have been a bad guess. Beauty and the Beast Black Diamond Edition Classic VHS, never been opened, anything like that, could be found at $13,500. So Mikey just tied it. You guys chatted up for like 2 minutes, and I gotta find just some random thing real quick on the Disney app just to make this super quick.
Honestly, we could just end in a tie.
And then a tie, and then next time when your dad can be the special guest referee in our
Ooh.
final one.
Is that what we want to do? Do we want to decide that right now?
Your dad picks the product, and we got to pick. So you
Ooh.
have
Okay, so we'll break the tie
idea.
then.
You have no idea.
that's
Your
good.
dad picks it, and that's how we break the tie.
That's good. I like that.
Darren
That's
will
good.
gladly
For the
do
record,
that.
None of us are good enough actors for this to be rigged. So if you're watching
That's
on
true.
YouTube, you're going to be like, there's no way. These guys are all just dumb.
The
No,
only thing
it's
I can
true.
act is
It's true.
act stupid. So
Yes.
Yeah. No, this was not
awesome.
rigged. We
no,
had- I
that
have
was
no
actually
idea.
that was actually really, really cool. I was hoping that this wasn't going to be a dud. I was like, okay, please. I was like, I feel like what I'm picking is pretty good. I know Mike and Gray, like all three of us can have a decent conversation. But I was like, please just don't be a dud episode. That made me laugh way too much. And Mikey had I don't even care. I'm going to say it, a hell of a comeback.
2021 Josh Allen.
You got it. You got it. Hey, I'm just happy he's not mad about the $50,001.
Still been, you know what? I've watched enough Prices Right. That doesn't bother me one bit. I've watched it enough.
Appreciate it.
Hey,
Mhm.
I knew
Gotta
Mikey had
play
a
the
feeling
game,
he
man.
had it in the bag because when he said $7,000, Bob, I was like, this guy is confident. Like,
That's
good
good.
God, he just
Amazing.
really he
That's
just
good.
won.
That's good.
All right, so yeah,
Oh,
we'll
man.
we'll have my dad break the tie when he comes in.
Dang.
and guest visits on here. Gray, don't get off the podcast crying here.
It's all right. It's
Oh,
a
don't
tie,
worry,
so
I'm
we
good.
both won.
I'm good.
It's
Yeah,
all
I'm
good.
fine. I'm good
He
with the
crosses
tie.
his arms
We're all
and
good.
leans back. Dang.
We're all good until next time.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good until there's actually a product that we have to guess.
Oh yeah. Well, if that was an awesome episode, if you guys enjoyed it just as much as we did and laughed just as much as we did, please like and subscribe as well. Make sure to follow us on Instagram with the Goofy Scoop podcast, and stick around and see when my dad, also known as Darren, can help break the tie between Mike and Gray here in season 3
Shout out,
for
Darren.
Guess That Price.
Find out who wins.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys real soon.
Bye.